Hello boys and girls, it's 4th grade Excel lesson 78 time, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 3 types of angles, 3 names for angles, 3 ways to group angles. This is very simple, should be able to go pretty quickly here. First of all, first type of an angle is called a right angle. A right angle is a perfect corner. It is measuring exactly 90 degrees. And you can see that this is a right angle right here. Some kids get confused because they are thinking right and left, and they think it's pointing to the right, but that has nothing to do with it being a right angle. It's the corner of a square or a rectangle is a right angle. So this is also a right angle, or really close to it, even though it's pointing over towards the left or down. So you can see right angles all over the place. Look, there's one there. There's one up in here. There's a right angle right there. There's a right angle right there. There's a right angle right here, where those two lines come together. Right angles are perfect. Oh, right here. Here's another one. Do you see any other right angles? There's 2 of them actually there. There's one in that corner and one next to the word name. That's a right angle as well. I'm just wondering if you see any other right angles around this page anywhere. Just look around the room. Look where you're sitting. I bet you can see all kinds of right angles. It's a very common type of angle. It's on furniture, it's on the corner of your walls, the corner of windows, the corner of a piece of paper. Those all are angles that measure 90 degrees, or they're called right angles. If an angle is bigger than a right angle or more open than a right angle, we call that an obtuse angle. So you can see this here is an obtuse angle. If I were to draw a line up here, that angle right there where it goes from here to here is a right angle. It's about 90 degrees. It's just like this one. But when we open up that angle further than the 90 degrees or more wide open than, let me erase this stuff here. We open that up more than a right angle, we call that an obtuse angle. Now this last type of an angle over here is an acute angle, and that's an angle that is less than 90 degrees. Here's where the line would go if this was a right angle, and you can see it's more closed than a right angle, so we call it acute angle. Now that one I find pretty easy to remember for most kids. It's a cute little angle. Look at that cute little angle. And now it's not called a cute angle, it's an acute angle, but that might help you to remember it. Obtuse angle, the letter O is the first letter in the word open, and obtuse angles are a little bit more open than right angles. So maybe that'll help you, okay? Lines that are, it says down here, lines that are perpendicular form a right angle where they intersect. So this line and this line are perpendicular to each other. That means that we have 4 right angles right in there, okay? How do the acute and obtuse angles compare to the right angle? Well, I just taught you that. So what I'd like you to do right now is explain what you just learned in writing, in words, in sentences, starting with a capital, ending with a period. Down here on these lines, I'd like you to write a few sentences that explain how an acute angle and an obtuse angle compares to a right angle. After you've written that, pause the video and then turn it back on, or actually pause it and then write it, and then turn it back on and see how you did on it. So your answer should already be written. It does not have to be the exact same wording as mine, but it should be the meaning should be about the same. You would say an acute angle, you could say is smaller, but I'm going to say is more closed, and this is hard for me to write small with my finger on this here, so I'm going to kind of combine these together. An account is more closed, and an obtuse angle. Notice that I wrote angle and not angel. Angel is A-N-G-E-L. Obtuse angle is more, that looks like move, open than a right angle. Period. Do you have a capital? Do you have a period? Fix that now. All right. I'd like you to pause the video again, do all the basic fact practice problems down at the bottom of the page. After you've completed those all, then you may turn on the video to see how you did. All right, so you should have already done those. Don't let the video play until they're all done. Here are the answers. So what you can do is just freeze the video, pause it, correct your own work. If you have any mistakes, fix your mistakes, and hopefully you did those on your own, because yeah, you could get away with doing it by just copying my work, but you're never going to learn this stuff, and it's going to be really frustrating as you grow up in school to not have these in your head. Don't forget to show your work on all your word problems, put labels on all those word problems. Remember, more is not a label. More is never going to be a label for any word problem. More what? You got to tell me what the thing is that you're measuring, you're talking about. And don't forget those dollar signs on all your money problems. Thanks for watching.